featured on Essence. This is the story I decided to share with you all today. I haven't shared this story um, with my YouTube family, and I haven't shared it on my other social media platforms in a while either. So today I decided, let me go ahead and tell this story and share how all that happened. It was a wonderful surprise when it did happen. For those of you who may be new to my YouTube channel, I am Tanya Cross. I am the accessory designer of Accent of Glory. Accent of Glory is my handcrafted fashion accessory brand. My specialty is cowrie shell adorned hair accessories, jewelry, and handbags. So hello, hello, hello. How I got featured on Essence. Oh my gosh, let me just start from the very beginning of how that happened. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to adjust this camera a little bit. Okay, that's better. Okay, so how I got featured on Essence, how it all happened. Well, what ended up happening, um, I kept getting a lot of traffic to my Etsy shop. And I was like, where in the world is all this traffic coming from? I am a numbers girl. So I check my stats. I check and see, what's going on. And I kept noticing I was getting quite a few orders. So I decided, well, let me go into my Etsy dashboard and see where all this traffic is coming from. So when I did my search, because it breaks down where the traffic is coming from. So I did online and I saw the link essence.com and I was like, oh my goodness. So then what I did, I went and Googled Essence and my brand name together, and the article that I was featured in popped up. And I was like, oh my goodness. Now, a lot of people say, why didn't you know about it? Did they not contact you and let you know? And the answer is no, they did not contact me and let me know. I was listed as Estes Fine from Hey Hachu, but I was listed as a Estes Fine in the article, and that's how I found it. That's how I found out about it. Just being conscientious of what my numbers are and just being conscientious of knowing that a lot of traffic was being pushed to my Etsy shop, and knowing that, okay, let me just go on my dashboard and see what's going on. And that's how I found out that I was featured. So what I decided to do was to contact the writer of the article to get a little more details of how she found me, why she selected me. So that way I've had a better idea of my marketing strategies, which ones were working and which ones I needed to do more of. So I found the writer of the article on LinkedIn. So I did a LinkedIn search, found on LinkedIn, and then I followed her. She followed me back, and that way I was able to message her. So I messaged her and I asked her, I said, how I have some questions if you don't mind answering, because I'm just trying to figure out what marketing strategies I'm using is working. So I asked her, how did she find me? And she said that how she found me was that she just did a simple Google search for designers that sell on specifically Black designers, because if you're familiar with Essence magazines, they highlight Black women entrepreneurs, Black women in all areas, corporate, every area, art, all areas. And that's who they highlight, and that's who they feature, and they celebrate the accomplishments and the works of Black women. So she says she did a search of Black women fashion accessory designers. So she said, and I was one of the ones that popped up. So that let me know that my SEO was doing what it was supposed to do. So I was the one of the ones that popped up, and it directed her to my website. So once she went to my website, she said she found everything she needed to feature me in the article as an SC find by a Black woman designer. So, with that being said, on my website, I had a media kit that people could look at, could find. I also had content that people could utilize and optimize who may be interested and write an article on me, like photos and links to other places where my designs have been shown. So, but anyway, she said she found everything she needed, and she's like, okay, this is one of the people I want to highlight and I want to feature. So that's how it happened. Hey, Strawberry. Hey, Hazmat. But that's how it all happened. That's how I was featured in in Essence. And like I say, I was not notified that I was going to be featured and highlighted as one of the accessory designers in this particular article. So after that, someone I had shared this experience with someone, and they had suggested to add my name and my brand name and other things that was specific to me and my brand Accent and Glory to Google Alerts. So that way, if somebody do write an article about me or anything like that, I would get a notification. So yeah, that's the story of how I was featured on Essence, and I also thanked her for the feedback as well. And then she did also say that my designs were perfect for their audience, and she felt like my pieces was something that the audience that they write for would like. So, and plus having quality photos, I'm sure helped as well. And that's one of the things that I make a priority for, is making sure my photos are of high resolution and high quality. So that's how I was featured. That's the story. How I got featured on Essence Magazine. That was my first major publication feature that I had. I've had a few more. Actually, I have quite a few more since then. But since that's the first major publication, I said, well, I'll share that story first and how all that came about. Now, normally for our Tuesday chat, I share other things that's going on behind the design. So another thing that's going on behind the design is that I had a consult with and I wrote her name down because I really didn't want to mess this up. But I had a consult with Karima Reddick, who is of Yes Darling Tea, and she was the one that suggested that these are the type of stories that I need to start sharing with my community. So I chose to share this with my YouTube community. And I also plan to share this video on my other social media channels as well, and just share that story with everybody. So that's one thing that's going on behind the design. Another thing that's going on behind the design is that I got all the materials that I need for the art exhibit that I was selected for to be a part of, which is titled I Can Hold Your Heavy. So I'm excited this weekend. My plan is to start working on that project, and just create a visual reflection of how I interpret the theme, I Can Hold Your Heavy. And with that art exhibit, we're able to feature our creative muse. So, of course, I chose one of my handbags as my creative muse that I will be able to hang with the visual art piece that I create to go along with my handbag. So I'm excited about that. I got all the materials in. Um, I had to order some things that I couldn't pick up locally. So I finally got it in the mail. And I'm excited about bringing the vision that I have for the piece to fruition, and just excited about seeing all those pieces come together. So, my plan is to chronicle this process on my social media platform, on my social media pages. So, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. And you can also follow me on my other social media platforms. My handle is the same across the board at Scenic Glory. My brand name is spelled ACCENTEDGLORY. So definitely follow me on all the other social media platforms so you can take this journey with me of creating this visual art piece. This is my first time being a part of an art exhibition. So I'm very excited about this opportunity and excited about chronicling my experience. And definitely, yeah, like I say, take this journey with me. I'm definitely going to keep you all posted on the process, the ups and the downs. Hopefully, it'll be more ups than downs. But I know with something new, you always run into different things. And so, yeah, yeah. But I'm excited about new opportunities and new things to come for myself and for my brand at Scenic Glory. But that's all that I have. Thank you. But that's all that I have to share as far as what's going on behind the design. Thank you, Andy. But yeah, I hope everybody has a great remaining Tuesday, an amazing week. Okay, guys, take care. And like I said, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel and you're watching the replay, please hit the subscribe button and follow me on my social media platforms. My handle is the same across the board at Scenic Glory, which is my brand name. Take care, guys. Bye.